Right now at 10, a developing story out of Vernon County. Law enforcement closed an area off Highway 35 for hours tonight after what the sheriff is calling a critical incident. And police are asking for help finding a missing teen. She disappeared more than a week ago. Plus, Wisconsin Republicans are coming to La Crosse for their annual convention.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. We begin tonight with breaking news out of Vernon County, where there is a large law enforcement response to a reported shooting. News 8 Now's Michael Germain is live near the scene. Michael.
Ken, right now I'm on Highway 35 near the decommissioned power plant in Genoa. Multiple law enforcement agencies, along with fire departments, are out here near the plant. There are reports of an officer involved shooting, but we have not been able to confirm these reports yet. An official from Tri-State Ambulance says no law enforcement officers were transported with any injuries. Right now, law enforcement still has Highway 35 closed with traffic rerouted around the scene. According to the Department of Transportation, the closure is expected to last at least a few more hours. Ken?
All right, Michael Germain reporting out on the scene. Thank you very much. And Roy Torgerson, Sheriff of Vernon County, has posted on Facebook that all officers are safe. Now, this is a developing story. We will have more information as it becomes available. Onalaska police are asking for the public's help finding a missing teen. 14-year-old Ellie Yang was last seen on June 7th. Police say Yang is not in any trouble and was reported missing by family. If you know where she is or who she may be with, contact Onalaska PD. Investigators took to the stand on day 5 of the Nia Tao trial. Tao is being charged with 3 counts of first-degree intentional homicide in connection to a 2021 triple homicide. Tao's attorney laid out 10 cell phones in front of La Crosse County Sheriff Investigator Fritz Leinfelder today. A majority belonged to Tao. The defense argued investigators didn't make an effort to obtain any evidence from the cell phone of 45-year-old Compton Ethratanesak, the other man being charged in connection to the triple homicide. Now, the two are accused of shooting and killing 3 men at a quarry on County Highway M over a $600 debt. The majority of the trial has focused on discrepancies during Ratanasak's testimony and his statement that he didn't pull the trigger.
Sometimes he would say, I didn't flash the gun. And then at another time, he's like, oh yeah, I did flash the gun.
Yes, that's accurate.
He would contradict himself, correct?
Yes, he would.
Closing statements are expected to be made on Monday. Tao faces a mandatory sentence of life imprisonment if he's convicted of first-degree intentional homicide. A second person has died following a small plane crash in southern Wisconsin. That's according to the Federal Aviation Administration. The victims have been identified as the 73-year-old pilot and his 8-year-old grandson. The plane took off from Watertown Municipal Airport about 4 miles from the crash site. The National Transportation Safety Board is still investigating that crash. More than 3 years after the killing of George Floyd sparked national headlines, a report from the U.S. Justice Department finds Minneapolis police engaged in a pattern of behavior that deprives people of their constitutional rights. Willie James Inman has the story from Washington.
What do we want? Justice!
Community reaction was swift after the scathing findings of a 2-year investigation into the Minneapolis Police Department, prompted by the killing of George Floyd.
The patterns and practices we observed made what happened to George Floyd possible.
The report's findings accuse officers of using excessive force, including unjustified deadly force, and say the department discriminates against Black and Native American people in its enforcement activities. Also, that officers violate the rights of people engaged in protected speech, and that both the police department and the city discriminate against people with behavioral health disabilities.
What we saw in the report is heartbreaking, and I think everybody in Minneapolis realizes that.
Former Officer Derek Chauvin was convicted of Floyd's murder, but the report found police had used dangerous techniques for years against people committing even the most minor offenses.
As a result of the Justice Department's findings, Minneapolis and its police department agreed that reforms will be overseen by an independent monitor.
We would hope to see change in this particular police department, but only time will tell.
The Minneapolis mayor says the city is committed.
We understand that change is non-negotiable.
Garland says the reforms will be a framework for improving public safety and also rebuilding trust in the community. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
Well, it sure was a beautiful day across the Coulee region to end the work week here with lots of sunshine. Temperatures were into the 70s and low 80s during the afternoon. As we head to your zone forecast tonight, you'll see that lows will be dropping into the 50s in La Crosse County, 50 tonight in Maduro, 53 in Holmen, and 57 in La Crosse and Unalaska. Lows tonight in New Albin at 54, 53 in Westby tonight, and 53 in Gays Mills. 51, a little cooler there to the east in Lafarge. 49 in Blair, 47 Melrose, 46 in Sparta, and 47 tonight in Alma Center, 45 Black River Falls. And into the North Zone, Chippewa Valley, lows into the low 50s, 53 tonight in Eau Claire. A check on your 8 to 8 forecast showing that we will be looking at mostly clear skies here between 8 p.m. tonight and all the way through 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, with temperatures into the 50s and 60s there for the most part, making things rather seasonable with very light wind speeds to work with as well. Stay tuned, I'll have a check on that full weather forecast coming up in a few minutes. Back.
Thanks very much, Derek. The Wisconsin GOP convention is being held in La Crosse this weekend. Western Wisconsin is a key political area as it often swings between parties. Republicans, of course, looking to unseat Democratic Senator Tammy Baldwin during next year's election, but we don't know yet who will be running against her.
The Republicans might try to nominate someone who can win back some of those suburban voters, particularly in the Milwaukee area. That used to be really the heart and soul of the Republican Party in Wisconsin, and they're just seeing some erosion of their support in the Milwaukee suburbs.
There have been many names floated around, like Northwood's Congressman Tom Tiffany, and we expect to hear from him this weekend. Chergosky says with a lot of these early candidates, he's looking for concrete signs they're going to run. A way to tell is by looking at how well these candidates are currently fundraising. All staff in the Sparta Area School District will see a significant pay increase this coming academic year, but how the district plans to pay for it is up in the air. Last month, the school board and Sparta Education Association went back and forth in negotiations before landing on a 5.75% increase to base pay for all district staff. That raise is on top of the existing pay scale they use that rewards staff for years of service and teaching credits accrued. It's a big decision for a district that closed an elementary school last year after its $2 million operating referendum failed. The superintendent, Sam Russ, says the district will face tough decisions depending on the next state budget, but says they need to make the wage increase work no matter what.
We may have to put off some capital improvements for another year. We may have to delay this. We may have to delay that. We may have to prioritize some other funding.
Russ says he's not worried about finding the funds to pay for the higher wages because of his confidence in the district's ability to make smart decisions that move them forward. Funding for a child care subsidy program was cut by Wisconsin Republicans early this morning. The Child Care Counts program began in March 2020 to help child care providers make ends meet during the pandemic. Democrats and child care providers have objected to the vote, arguing it would be devastating to families in need and the state's economy. From March 2020 through March 2023, the program gave $600 million to more than 4,900 child care providers. Governor Tony Evers had proposed spending more than $300 million to continue that program. The governor raised the Juneteenth flag over the Capitol ahead of the holiday on Monday. The day marks the day when the last slaves in the U.S. were freed in Texas. Governor Evers spoke at the flag raising, saying the state is committed to commemorating Black history in Wisconsin.
This action is not an end-all, be-all solution to the challenges facing Black Wisconsinites in our state. But this action does sound a message loud and clear that in Wisconsin, we celebrate Black history and culture, we celebrate the progress and resilience of Black communities, and we are committed to build a brighter future for our state.
Juneteenth became a federal holiday in 2021. And there will be a Juneteenth celebration in La Crosse. Hope Restores is hosting the celebration at Riverside Park on Sunday. The party will have music and dance performances along with food and games for kids. The celebration will kick off at noon. A groundbreaking more than 10 years in the making happened at the Coulee Region Humane Society this afternoon. Humane Society leaders are celebrating the start of work on a large expansion to the shelter. The expansion will include more space for animals as well as a medical suite. That means more emergency medical procedures animals might need can happen in-house.
We have found that treating them internally instead of hauling them to and from vet clinics is so much more beneficial to the animals and also to our staff.
Shelter leaders say the expansion is 93% funded so far, but they're still looking for donations to hit the finish line. They expect the expansion project to be completed by April of next year. Coming up tonight, summertime is for water skiing. Local water ski show teams volunteers gave people with disabilities a chance to get out on the water themselves. And an Arcadia teen gets his own set of wheels thanks to a generous area nonprofit.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
The GMC Sierra with hands-free driving. It rocks. Or take 0.9% APR plus over 1,200 trade assistance and no monthly payments for 90 days on Sierra 5.3-liter V8 light-duty models.
It's time for more fun moments at Fanati's. Hi, girls. No Adam today?
Nope, he dropped us off while he runs a couple errands. Besides, he's been dropping hints for Father's Day for the past few days.
Oh, I see.
Yesterday, while watching baseball, he said it would be even better with a bowl of assorted nuts.
Oh, yes.
That's nothing. The other day, we saw baby turtles by the river, and then he was talking about how much he loves chocolate turtles.
Oh.
Maybe this chocolate toolkit will give him the hint to work on his honey-do list.
Fanati's Nut and Chocolate Shop in downtown La Crosse.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Schedule your comprehensive eye exam at shopko.com or bring in your outside prescription.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Volunteers helped people living with disabilities have a fun day out on the water today. News 8 Now's Michael Germain was at Airport Beach as dozens took part in some adaptive water skiing.
With warm days ahead of us, many people have been spending their day on the water. For NASA, they've enjoyed water skiing. The River City Water Ski Team and the North American Squirrel Association hosted their 9th adaptive water skiing meet today at Airport Beach. The association offers adaptive water skiing sessions for local kids and adults with disabilities.
Best thing about this is, the folks that participate in this program certainly have a once-in-a-lifetime experience, but our volunteers also come away with a really good feeling, just allowing folks that may not be exposed to something like this on a regular basis to come out and just see the exhilaration and feel the fun that happens out here on the Black River.
Water ski volunteers agree. This is a very special opportunity.
Able to water ski was pretty cool because I get to be out on the water and I get to actually ride the waves instead of just looking at the Mississippi River.
As long as the sun continues to shine, so will the smiles of first-time water skiing participants. In La Crosse, Michael Germain, News 8 Now.
The next adaptive water skiing meetup is on August 10th. We've got more information about registration on news8000.com. Still ahead, a look at what's happening this weekend, including your chance to experience an old Irish tradition.
Hot and dry weather conditions could be on the way for us as we head into next week. Stay tuned for my full weather forecast. I'll have all those details on everything you need to know coming up after the break.
Sizzling summer savings are happening right now at Ashley. Pay 0% interest for 5 years, no minimum purchase. And score even more deals that are too hot to handle during the 72-hour summer event. Happening in-store only June 17th through 19th. Only at Ashley.
Every piece of land has a story written by those who work it. Like the Caggianos, who are brewing their own legacy. Or the Upshaws, who DIY all the time. While the Nelsons play lead in their own adventure, 150 years in the making. There's a story in every piece of land. Run with us and start telling yours.
Talk to the John Deere experts at Tractor Central to find out which equipment is just right for your property. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin, with benefit approvals being issued to veterans in just days, not months. You have already made a most noble sacrifice. You shouldn't have to continue doing so. We are here to support you. With pride in the way, it's never easy to ask for assistance, but rest assured we are here to help. The VRAP team is standing by to help. So call 833-WIS-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you. On behalf of the state of Wisconsin, thank you.
Back when I was a kid, we used to ride our bikes in the 4th of July parade. Then we'd have a picnic and blow the crap out of some fireworks. We had rockets, cakes, shells, missiles, fountains, firecrackers, sparklers. Oh, the sky was filled with bomb diggity hoop like a boss all night long. Get your own sick fireworks at Joe Blow's Fireworks in Reedstown, Ferryville, and Prairie du Chien. For more information, visit jpfireworks.com.
Right now at Ashley, pay 0% interest for 5 years with no minimum purchase. Ashley Sleep Align mattresses start at $999.99. And for a limited time, when you add an Align adjustable base to your purchase, you can save 10% on the set. Only at Ashley.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvement's historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
Well, it sure was an absolute beautiful day here across the Coulee region to end the work week here as well. We saw highs in the 70s and low 80s and lots of sunshine here too to go along with it. Let's take a look now at that zone forecast for tonight in La Crosse County. We're going to be dropping into the low 50s. 50 tonight in Minduro, 50 in West Salem as well. Feeling comfortable in Soldiers Grove, 53 there for you. Look at the temperature tonight in Hillsboro, 49 for you. La Crescent at 57 tonight. And as we head to our central zones, we got the 40s off to the east, but 50s though back towards the west. So 45 in Black River Falls there, and you can see 47 in Warrens. Meanwhile, again, back to the west, we're seeing those lows in the 50s with 50 tonight in Arcadia, 53 further west in Fountain City. And as we head toward the Chippewa Valley tonight across the northern zones, low 50s can be set here with 53 expected with just a few passing clouds in Eau Claire. So overall, the forecast tonight, La Crosse County, partly cloudy, 57 degrees, slightly on the cool side. Light and variable wind speeds to work with. Now for the day tomorrow, a high of 81 degrees, and that's pretty much seasonable for this time of year. Partly cloudy skies, light winds out of the south at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Your zone forecast for the day tomorrow, highs in the low 80s in La Crosse County there, 81 in Onalaska as well in La Crosse, and 80 tomorrow in Viroqua, 82 in Soldiers Grove. And as we head into the central zones, we're looking at highs tomorrow in the low 80s here as well, with a high of 82 in Mondovi, 82 Chippewa Falls, 83 in Eau Claire tomorrow, and a high of 81 in Fall Creek with just a few passing clouds as well. So tonight you can see on Sky Tracker that we have this high pressure system moving away from us, and as a result we're starting to tap into some of that moisture from the west as we're watching a developing low pressure system, as those clouds will increase as a result. And we'll say that here as we head into tomorrow with just some passing clouds as this low pressure system continues to develop back towards the west. So we may see a slight chance of a shower or two as a result of the system moving closer. And as a matter of fact, as we head into Sunday too for Father's Day, there's a slight chance a shower or thunderstorm could become a possibility as that system moves closer. Now meanwhile, I do want to show you the upper level environment here, showing you these upper air currents. We got this upper level ridge of high pressure positioned across the area over the upper Midwest. That's been responsible for helping to keep us mainly dry and quiet here today. We're expecting that ridge of high pressure to really amplify now as we head into next week, and that is really going to send in a lot of dry and hot conditions for us to work with. In fact, so warm that our temperatures will be well above average for this time of the year. And in fact, you can see that on the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook coming directly from the Climate Prediction Center, showing that much of the upper Midwest is going to be above normal in terms of temperatures for this time of the year. And you'll see that here on the 8-day forecast as highs will climb mainly into the low 90s for next week with a mix of sun and clouds. Low temperatures mainly in the 60s. Unfortunately, I just don't really see a whole lot of rain chances in the forecast, even though we do need it. Sunday, probably the next best day here for a while. Back to you.
Thanks, Derek. This weekend, there's an open house at the Kane Street Community Garden. The event is free and open to everyone. The Hunger Task Force will have tours, games, and those who donate will get a perennial plant for their own home garden. The open house starts at 10 a.m. Free produce will be given out at 11:30. Donations from the event go to supporting the garden and the food recovery program. Also on Saturday, the same folks that run Irish Fest will be celebrating their roots with some Irish road bowling. Road bowling's a challenge where participants see who can get a metal ball down curvy roads in the least amount of throws. More than a dozen two-person teams will be competing against each other. That starts at 11 tomorrow morning in Bangor. We'll have more information on news8000.com. This weekend, Prairie du Chien is remembering the anniversary of the expedition that discovered it. It's now 350 years since Jesuit priest Father Jacques Marquette and fur trader Louis Joliet set off from Canada in 1673 to explore the path of the Mississippi and opened the door for the first non-native settlements in Wisconsin. The citywide celebration kicked off today. It continues through Sunday with the likes of Native American performances, expedition canoe rides, live music, food, kids activities, and much more. All events are going to be free to attend. For a full event schedule, we'll have a link on our website. And a Winona tradition continues this weekend. The city is celebrating the 76th annual Steamboat Days, a yearly week-long community party with a carnival, live music, kiddie parade, and fireworks. Tomorrow features the BK 5K road race from 8 to 11 a.m., a craft fair, cornhole tournament, Little Warrior drum line, and the 22nd annual car show. Lots to take in. We'll post a link with more info on our website. Coming up next in sports, the Loggers hoping tonight's the night to break the June losing skid. And the showdown for the NL Central we didn't see coming a few months ago, but here we are. Pirates and Brewers opening a weekend set. Rob's in next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Your health care should be unique to you. At Mayo Clinic Health System, they get to know your story and customize a treatment plan that fits your needs.
With Bygoff & Rohde, you don't just get a lawyer. You get the experience and power of our entire team of lawyers, paralegals, legal assistants, and researchers. Bygoff & Rohde, your personal injury law firm for over 50 years.
Jerry here, and welcome to Stockman's in Osseo, Wisconsin, where we have so much more in our 60,000 square foot store. Boots, men's, women's, and children's clothing, grocery, fresh produce, health and beauty, pet supplies, toys, automotive, farm supply, beer, wine, and liquor, hardware, sporting goods, paint, plumbing and electrical, and so much more. Come take the Stockman's tour, and I'll be looking for you.
Everything is getting smarter. Good thing your Touchstone Energy Cooperative has the knowledge and expertise to help you make smarter work harder. Today, there are more ways than ever to make your world more energy efficient, and we can show you how. Take the next step to go electric and put the power of your co-op to work for you. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburger's cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
When the insurance company sees Bygoff & Rohde on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygoff & Rohde gets results for its clients.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
It's been 9 days since the Brewers last won a game. They've lost a season-high 6 straight, and if there's ever a time to break that streak, it's right now. The first place Pirates are in town this weekend for 3, and the Crew with a golden opportunity to get back on track in a big way. Pirates and Brewers from AmFam Field. Milwaukee up 3 in the second until Carlos Santana unloads on this pitch. He sends it deep to right field. No doubt solo shot for Pittsburgh, cuts it back to 2. But the Brewers get that one back in the 4-2 on for Willie Contreras. He's all over this hanger from Rich Hill. Contreras drives it deep to right center. One hops over the wall for a ground rule double. It's 4-1 Milwaukee. Then in the 6th, Joey Wiemer joins the party. He goes the opposite way for a solo blast. Brewers take a 5-2 lead. Devin Williams made it interesting late. Loaded the bases, but he gets a strikeout to end it. The streak is over. Brewers hang on, 5-4. Twins looking to avoid dropping their second straight against the Tigers. Good start for Minnesota. Bottom 2, Alex Kirilloff goes the other way. Solo shot makes it 1-0. But from that point on, it was all Detroit. Top 3, Jonathan Schoop is going to find a hole on the left side here. That's going to get through for a base hit. Tigers tie the game at 1. Then later in the inning, Javi Baez with 2 on. It's going to hit this one to the moon. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that's a big blast. It puts 3 on the board for Detroit. That makes it 5-1. And Matt Vierling adds to that in the 9th. Another homer for the Tigers. Twins drop their second straight to Detroit. They fall on this one 7-1. Could tonight be the night for the Loggers? Lacrosse still looking for its first win in June. Loggers down early, but check out the strike from Dylan King. A cannon to Jordan Donahue. Nice tag. Lacrosse out of the inning. Then in the 5th, Loggers looking for their first hit. Ben Ziegler-Namoa comes through. He lines one in a left field to break up the no-no. Gable Mitchell would drive him in later in the inning to tie the game at 1. And check this out. The streak is over. Loggers get their first win in the month of June as they snap their 12-game losing skid. 5-2 the final tonight over St. Cloud. Lacrosse right back at it tomorrow at home as the Loggers open up a 2-game set against the Minnesota Mud Puppies. First pitch on Saturday scheduled for 6:35. Some news on the hardwood when the NBA returns later this year. The Grizzlies' biggest star will not be on the court to start the season. The NBA announcing they have suspended Memphis guard Ja Morant for the first 25 games of the upcoming season for conduct detrimental to the league. Morant was suspended for 8 games back in March after a video on social media showed him with a gun. Then in May, the Grizzlies suspended Morant for team activities after a second video of Morant brandishing a firearm surfaced online. Let's hit the golf course. Second round of the U.S. Open from L.A. Got to see this. Defending champ Matt Fitzpatrick tee shot on the par 3 15th. Look at the approach and watch this ball roll. Unbelievable. A hole-in-one for Fitzpatrick, his first ever on the PGA Tour. Fitzpatrick has a lot of work to do over the weekend if he wants to catch the current leader, Ricky Fowler, at 10 under. Rory McIlroy only 2 shots back at 8 under. Dustin Johnson at 6 under. Should be a fun weekend as the chase continues on Saturday and Sunday. I'll be on the couch watching that.
Yeah.
But my buddy over here is going to be on the course.
That's right. Dad's coming in, making the 3-hour drive. Love him for that. And you know, there's some father-son duos out there where the son's probably got to like dial his game back a little bit when he goes golfing with the dad to make sure dad wins this weekend. Sure. I'm not going to have to do that. I could try and get my full game going this weekend, and my dad's still going to beat me no problem at all.
Really? He's that good?
He's pretty good. It's not like
competitive too, or?
Not competitive or anything like that, but you know, he's approaching that phase where golf is becoming a little bit more at the forefront. Sure. Something that he enjoys doing, and you know, with this job here, man, we don't get out on the golf course very often. It can't even get to the range most of the time. Yep. So it's a wild card this weekend where my drives are going.
I saw this guy play tennis. If you bring that tomorrow, I think you might steal one.
Swings are a little different. Maybe I can finesse something.
Dude, you're a warrior. Just will yourself.
I appreciate it.
Yep.
Rob Schiff, thank you so much, man. We got more news right after this.
At Marine Credit Union, we have great rates and an even better mission. With our new certificate and money market rates, you can grow your money and grow your community. Call or visit marinecu.com to find a branch near you.
It's time for the annual Smasherama. Action includes monster trucks and a car-crushing frenzy, boat racing destruction, jet car meltdown, stunts, the amazing fireworks display, and much more. This Saturday at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway.
Hey Nick, like your usual?
Yeah, please.
How's your day going?
Well, pretty good. Air conditioning went out at the house, and I got some guys coming over to fix it.
Nothing that GNT can't take your mind off of, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. I can always depend on GNC to put my mind at ease.
Especially when I make them, eh?
Well, I'm talking about GNC heating and air conditioning. They have never let me down.
GNT, the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
Maybe I should switch to GNT.
This is how legends are. 2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT Turbo Max pickups, or current Chevy owners get a $5,750 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit hometownchevy.com.
It's the weekend clearance at Drury's in Fountain. Incredible savings on America's finest furniture. We're clearing our showrooms to make way for fresh new introductions with hundreds of items reduced to their lowest prices ever. You'll save hundreds of dollars on top brands like Smith Brothers, Daniels Amish, and Flex Steel. Bedrooms, casual dining, sofas, even premium leather, all priced to go. You'd better hurry because you won't see furniture of this quality at these prices again. The weekend clearance, this weekend only at Drury's in Fountain.
It's time for the annual Smash-O-Rama. Action includes monster trucks and a car crushing frenzy, boat racing destruction, jet car meltdown, stunts, the amazing fireworks display, and much more. This Saturday at the La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway.
At Marine Credit Union, we have great rates and an even better mission. Not only will you earn a higher return on your money, you're also helping our community. We provide loans to people who can't get them elsewhere and help families on the path to homeownership. Visit marinecu.com to find a branch near you.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
An Arcadia teenager got a life-changing surprise today from a local nonprofit. 16-year-old Caden Dahl was born without a right arm and only a short left arm with 2 fingers. Dahl was given a 2017 Dodge Journey SUV today. The car was donated by the Gilbert Brown Foundation. Dahl got the keys this morning. Brown donated the car to Dahl because of the great things he does, including giving back to his community and how he's an inspirational role model. Dahl has excelled in school, sports, and has painted a house with his toes. The Arcadia teen is happy to finally have his own ride.
Never had one. I've been kind of bugging my mom about it. I really like the interior and just the thoughtfulness of them getting it for me. It just makes me speechless.
Dahl says he's definitely looking forward to using it in his daily life. Congrats, man. We'll be right back after this.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com.
Our phones keep us constantly connected. But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? To limit screen time, but not quality time. And to give us rhythm instead of algorithms. Introducing US Mode. Set your phone for human connection at US Cellular.
Save on your next project with 11% off everything now at Menards. Protect your cargo and get there safely with Smart Straps Ratchet Straps. Secure your passion and save big money. A 4-pack of Smart Straps Ratchet X Ratchet Straps are just $19.99 after rebate. Tow smarter with the Tow Smart Tri-Ball Trailer Hitch. It features 3 different hitch ball sizes and resists rust and corrosion. Pick one up today for only $29.99 after 11% rebate now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present Our Community Cares.
Prairie du Chien will be celebrating the 350th anniversary of the Expedition of Marquette and Joliet, June 16th through the 18th. Go to expedition350.com for full list of activities and events. Rotary Lacrosse East hosts the 7th Annual Lobster Fest, Friday, June 16th at Colgan Air. Advanced purchase required. For more information, go to lacrosserotary.org.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. I think what makes our show unique is perspective. Many different voices, many different points of view.
If you're going to say don't ask me, we're going to ask you. If you want to.
Wow. We are just the family sitting around the table in the morning. Very dynamic individuals, though.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran from the Mix Morning Show. Wake up with us every morning on Mix 96.
It's the rustic side of Black River Furniture Outlet, Western Wisconsin's cabin store. Now is the time to get your patio or cabin ready this season.
Shop our outdoor furniture and our gliding red cedar collection. Browse solid wood selections of aspen, hickory, barnwood, and specialties like walnut, maple burl, and more. Decorate with coffee tables, end tables, and wall art. Outfit your bedroom with our cabin furniture sets in king, queen, full, and twin. Case pieces and bunk beds to match. Huge summer selection in stock to take home or deliver today.
Family and veteran owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $1,200 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Here's the last check on your 8-day forecast for tomorrow. 81 degrees and partly cloudy. Father's Day, a slight chance of a shower or thunderstorm. Highs around 86. Looking at highs into the upper 80s and low 90s for much of next week. Under a mix of sun and clouds, lows into the 60s.
Scorcher of an 8-day for sure.
Got good weather for the golf.
Absolutely.
Have a good weekend, man.
Thanks. Appreciate it, man. And thank you all for watching. Have a great Father's Day weekend, everyone.